Two pieces of legislation deemed critical to the day-to-day functioning of the Nevis Island administration were passed on Thursday at National Assembly. The first bill passed, the Nevis Island Administration Civil Proceedings Bill 2023, gives the NIA the power to sue and be sued in its own name in civil matters, whereas prior civil litigation against the NIA had to be served on the Attorney General's office in the government of St. Kitts and Nevis. The second, an amendment to the Crown Proceedings Bill 2023, is, quote, an amendment to the Crown Proceedings Act to reflect the terms and provisions of the Nevis Island Administration Civil Proceedings Act, according to Attorney General Honorable Garth Wilking, the mover of the bill. Lending his support to the Nevis Island Administration Civil Proceedings Bill 2023, Premier of Nevis Honorable Mark Brantley highlighted the importance of the legislative amendments and the impact on both the NIA and the federal government. Premier Brantley explained that as a result of the August 2022 decision by the Court of Appeal in the matter of the Ocean Reef Resorts Limited and the NIA, that the NIA had no standing to sue or be sued in civil matters, Nevis now has to come to Bastille for a fiat, which means permission from the Attorney General, in order to deal with those matters.
I'm persuaded that the court did not take into account the implications of what it was saying. And in essentially overruling decades of authority, it did not contemplate, well, what does this mean for the functioning day-to-day of the Nevis Island administration? And what does it mean for the federal government and the Attorney General? This legislation is really seeking to correct the mischief that has now been created in terms of the practical and legal implications of this judgment. And in a real way to restore us to what was prior to the, when did I say the judgment was? August 17th, 2022. It's less than a year ago. So prior to August 17, 2022, we had an established, well-known, well-respected approach to these matters. And this legislation, therefore, seeks to reset and really to put us back to what was and what had always been accepted.
Honorable Alexis Jeffers, Parliamentary Representative for Nevis 10, and Honorable Latoya Jones, Opposition Senator and Deputy Speaker, also voiced their support for the bill. Honorable Eric Evelyn, Deputy Premier of Nevis and Parliamentary Representative for Nevis 11, signalled his support during the quorum. Similarly, the members of Parliament for Nevis also indicated their support for the Crown Proceedings Amendment Bill 2023. All members present on the government benches supported both bills as well.